Hi, this is Chris Morrissey with House Prospector, previewing homes in Laguna Beach today. Um, I walked out just a little while ago. This isn't the spot, but this is pretty much what you're going to be looking at if you buy this home. I am currently at Dana Point, just a little bit south of where I previewed the home, but the cliff is about the same. Um, so you're going to have about the same view. Actually, you're going to have a little bit better view looking northbound because you won't have this hillside in your way. So you've got an actual clear shot of looking southbound and northbound. Anyways, let me get back to the house. The house itself is a 4-bedroom, 5-bathroom, approximately 3,700 square foot. And the lot size on this is just under 4,000. Now that 4,000 is very, very deceitful. And I'll get to that pretty soon. The price point on this is 14 million. So 14 million oceanfront property. Now, you are up on a cliff, so do you have beachfront? No, you don't have beachfront. But what you do have is you have direct access, climbing down a stairwell that goes directly to the ocean. Now, going back to the house is kind of interesting to where, because you're on the side of a hill, from the street, you've got your 3-car garage, and then so you park in your garage, and then you walk out into your home because you have direct access. And where are you? You're in the middle of a staircase. So from this point, you can either go down to your living room, kitchen, den area, or you can go up to your master bedroom. So it's kind of weird that way. So how this house works is that from the street level, you have to actually go alongside the house to the left, and then what you're going to do is you're going to go down some stairs. From the stairs, that's where your main entry is. So you go into the main entry, you have a nice entry level there, and you go straight into the kitchen, living room, den that overlooks the ocean. Now that is all glass right there, so it looks actually pretty cool. Now there is one bedroom, and that is going underneath your garages. So you go underneath the garage, there is a bedroom down there, and tucked away in one of the closets, that's where the laundry room is. So technically, you could use that whole bedroom, or you could use it as a laundry room, den area, playroom, craft room, whatever you want. And then you could just put maybe a hide-a-bed or something like that in there for guests. So that's what I would do with that room. Going back to your main area is pretty nice. Like I said, you do have a great view from there. You do have patios right there that you can sit out and overlook the ocean at that point. Now here's where the house gets interesting. So you go back, and there's a staircase that goes up, and as it goes up halfway, that's where the door to your garage is. And then you go up another little bit, and that's where your master is. So you go into the master, and that overlooks your ocean. Beautiful master bedroom. It is breathtaking. It has its own patio, so you can sit there and watch the sunset, have coffee in the morning, whatever you feel like doing right there. It's perfect for that. There is a small little landing before you get to the bedroom, so it's kind of not quite an office, but just a landing there that they did put just some, like a sitting room for reading and stuff like that. Now you don't see the ocean from that point, but what's weird is there's a fireplace there, and on the back side of that, well, take that back, it's not a fireplace, but it kind of hides a stairwell. So there was a sign that says, "Go to the office." So I went up, and this is a very, very tight stairwell. Now I'm not a big guy. I'm about 6 foot, roughly in the 180 to 190 range, and my shoulders were hitting from side to side. So, I'm just what I would consider an average guy, but so it's a tight fit going up there. But once you're up there, you have a beautiful, I want to say, small little office. That's what they're calling it, is an office, but actually what it is just a sunroom. And so you have this beautiful 360 degrees because it's all window up there. Has a slider which goes out. Now upstairs, above your master and above that landing, is your yard. They actually had a yard up there, and so it was kind of interesting. So you're up on top of the roof and you've got a yard there. You do have a nice patio, so you're overlooking the ocean. You're up above your other patio, which is your master. So you've got a great view, and you can walk completely around this sunroom, which they are calling an office. I think there was water up there. I don't think there was a restroom up there, but I do think like if you wanted to have a bar or something like that, I do believe that there was a little sink up there for some kind of a bar. So anyways, that was pretty interesting. And like I said, you do have a great view. You can even see the hills from the other side, because on one side you're looking at the ocean, on the other side of Laguna Hills you're looking at hillside. So it was pretty neat that way. So you go back down, you get to that landing, and then from that point there's another staircase that goes up. Once you get to the other side of the staircase, there's another landing. From that landing, there's a bathroom and then 2 other bedrooms back up there. So there's 3 bedrooms up top, 1 bedroom down, and then you have the office up top, which is basically on top of your roof, and you do have it wasn't quite grass, it was more, I want to say, a moss, but it was all green up there. So whether you wanted to keep it that way, whether you wanted to put grass for your pets, so you just put a dog door up there and that's where your pets can go, and they'll have a great view, because I mean, you are literally on top of your roof, and that's where your lawn is. Now there's enough room that you could have lounge chairs on there and really enjoy yourself. If you wanted to put a fire pit up there, you could do a fire pit. Now coming back down into the main living area, kind of off the kitchen, now you open up and there is an outdoor patio area, enough for sitting around and hanging out. But from there, there's staircases that go down towards the ocean. So you go down, and then you're going to hit a second landing. From that landing, there's kind of like a man cave or she shed, whatever you want to call it. But it's kind of underneath the main house. Now they do have sliders that go completely across. So if you want to use that as a bedroom, you could use it as a bedroom, because there is a bathroom there. But it kind of opens up. They did have patio furniture, so that if there was like really high wind, but you still wanted to hang out and watch the sunset, you just close off that patio area. So it's kind of a combination. You can use it as a spare bedroom. So if you had guests over, you could put them down there, and they'd have their own private little area. Now, off of that, there was a huge storage area for all your toys, whether it's surfboards, whether it's kayaks, whether it's, stand-up paddle boards, snorkeling gear, whatever you want. There was a huge room for that. And then you go down even farther, and then there's an open air shower. So as you're coming up from the ocean, you can shower off before you even get anywhere else. Now you go down some more flights of stairs and you will get down to the actual ocean. Now the only thing that this property did not have, it did not have a sandy beach landing. You were actually on tide pools, so a lot of rocks right there. So at low tide, you've got a great area to kind of explore and stuff like that. As long as the waves aren't big and crashing into the rocks, you could probably launch a surfboard or a kayak or something like that. But as soon as the waves started getting bigger, that would be kind of dicey to go out there and try to launch something when you could be, you know, pushed back and crashing right into those rocks. You know, it is what it is, and if you want direct access, if you want an unrestricted view, now this morning, like you can't see it now, but probably right about there was San Clemente Island. You could see it perfectly. You could actually see Catalina, whole Catalina. But now that you can see the haze has kind of come in, and seems like the wind has changed a little bit. You know, San Clemente Island is a pretty thin island, and only on clear days you're going to be able to see it. But Catalina you're going to see almost every day. So you did have unrestricted view, and you could see all the way to Palos Verdes Peninsula. So that's how far you could see northbound. Southbound, I really didn't pick out a point, and this is probably the farthest south because of the way the coast goes. But Dana Point, the point right here, that's where I'm standing. That's probably where you can see the south end there. But all in all, this was a pretty cool house. Now it is multi-level, so if you're afraid of stairs or don't want to deal with stairs, then this house isn't for you. But if you want a unique house and a unique experience and separation, so your master is separated from your other 2 bedrooms, you may want to look at this one, because I mean that master was actually pretty cool. What do we got here? I got to dismiss this. Hold on. And sorry about that. Notification came up on my phone. But anyways, this house is pretty cool. And if you like untraditional and you're looking for separation between bedrooms, then this is probably something that you would want to consider. Now the price point on this is $14 million. Like I said, 4 bedroom, 5 bath, approximately 3,700 square foot home, and lot size is right around 4,000. Now, why I said it would be surprising, because it seems a lot bigger because you keep on going down a level. So I'm not sure where that 4,000 comes from. If it's just, you know, because I think you have more than 4,000 square foot here, to be honest with you, because 4,000 is not that big, especially for if you have a 3,700 square foot home. Now the 2 levels are actually 3 levels, because you have the first level, which has that little man cave thing, or she shed, whatever you want to call it, that you can utilize as a bedroom. Then you go down, and that's the second landing, and then there's a 3rd landing before you actually get to the stairwell, and that 3rd landing is just a sitting location. So if you wanted to just hang out on the bench and read a little bit or something like that, or just have a cup of coffee, that'd be a perfect place for it. Very secluded, very isolated, very quiet, except for the ocean noise, which you can hear in the background. So if this is something that would interest you, give me a call, 949-813-9185. I'll get you all the information, get you in here, take a look. Now this house, because of the price point and everything else, they only do private showings. They don't do open houses. So if this is something that you're interested in, you're going to need to contact a realtor. And guess what? I'm a realtor, so I can help you out here. All right? Think you got the point now. All right. Anyways, hope you're having a good day, and I will see you next preview.